HCAM News is supported by our viewers and by Hopkinton Drug, located in this historic New England town since 1954. They are a multifaceted store dedicated to providing clients with an array of healthcare options.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's edition of HCAM News. I'm HCAM News Director Tom Nappy. On today's edition of HCAM News, the Trail Management Committee hosted a Trail Explorers event with the help of the Hopkinton Public Library, the latest Hiller Sports Report, plus much more. But first, this year's Hopkinton town election took place. Here's a look at the results. Tom Nappy here, John Ritz on camera, and pretty soon we will hear from Connor Deegan, who will have the results of this year's town election, the Hopkinton Town Clerk, Connor Deegan. In this year's election, there was one contested race, that being for school committee. There are two available seats for the three-year school committee position, and the candidates were Susan Stevenson, Democrat, Adam Monroe, Democrat, and Ashley Fogg, unenrolled. So that's really the big race in this year's election. Again, one contested race that we are anxiously awaiting to hear the results of, that being the three-year seat on the school committee. There are two seats available, three candidates, Suzanne Stevenson, Adam Monroe, and Ashley Fogg. And we had the pleasure of having them at the HCAM debate this year, which was a lot of fun, and we talked about some great topics that people really wanted information on. So I recommend going back to watch that HCAM debate. You really learn a lot about the three terrific candidates running for school committee. I'd say all three of them very qualified. So we are expecting the results in a few minutes from Connor Deegan. He will come down and read off all the numbers of the, I believe it's 5 precincts in Hopkinton. He'll go precinct by precinct, reading off the numbers, and we'll know who won in this year's Hopkinton town election. So we are certainly looking forward to that, and we are expecting him relatively quickly. Typically, it doesn't take too much time for Connor Deegan to get all the numbers together. They do a great job here at keeping their town elections and elections in general very organized, and they are relatively quick to get to those results.
School committee, Fogg 158, Monroe 283, Stevenson 263, write-in 19, blanks 79. Question 1, yes 279, no 104, blanks 18. Question 2, yes 255, no 125, blanks 21. Question 3, yes 265, no 116, blanks 20. Question 4, yes 307, no 79, blanks 15. Question 5, yes 293, no 92, blank 16. And question 6, yes 241, no 140, blank 20. And that concludes the reading of the unofficial results for the annual town election. Official results will be posted within the next week. We should have those all set with provisionals and any additional hand counts and write-ins all calculated by the end of this week. So thank you very much for everyone who came out to vote. We really couldn't do it without you. And thank you for another fantastic year of elections.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so there you have it, the 2023 unofficial Hopkinton town election results. Congratulations to all the candidates who ran. It is people like you that make this community great. It takes a lot of effort to run in a town election and a lot of work. So to everyone who ran, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. It is certainly great to have so many people want to be involved in the town government, and that is certainly something that makes this community as great as it is. But the final results are in. All the questions have passed. Well, these are unofficial results. All the questions have passed. As for the one contested race school committee, the final tally is Adam Monroe, 998 votes, Suzanne Stevenson, 934, and Ashley Fogg, 616 votes. So congratulations to Adam Monroe and Suzanne Stevenson, as they will be welcomed to the school committee for the 2 open 3-year seats. And congratulations to all 3 candidates on running a terrific campaign. They were all 3 very highly qualified candidates, and I certainly think that any of them would help the town keep their school systems as great as they are, and continue to just make things constantly better, as things are always seem to be constantly getting better in the town of Hopkinton. But this was the Hopkinton Town Election Results Show. It was the unofficial results tonight. We'll have the numbers of the unofficial results posted to our website, HCAM.TV, so you'll be able to go check them out. It should be posted either tonight or early tomorrow. But again, congratulations to all the candidates who worked hard to run their campaigns, and a big thank you to all of those who want to help out their community by running for these positions. Let's not forget, it's all volunteer positions. None of them are paid positions, so it takes a big commitment to run for these positions and, of course, to serve in these positions. So we certainly owe all of our community government members a big thank you for making Hopkinton a great place to be. The Trail Coordination and Management Committee and the Hopkinton Public Library hosted a Trail Explorers program. HCAM's John Ritz was on the scene.
You're going to go and check out some of the stuff? Cool. Do you like trails?
Hi, John. Hi, HCAM. This is Linda Chuss. I'm with the Trails Committee in town, the TCMC, and we're having this event called the Trail Explorers as an activity to try and get more people using the wonderful trails we have in town. As you can see, there's a lot of kids who have interest. Their parents do too, and we're excited to have everyone here. And thank you for coming to share this information with more people.
So we're from Wildwood, a preschool early learning center in Hopkinton. We run on the grounds of the YMCA. These are some of our kiddos.
We're outside full time all year round. Fun. Do you guys like going to Wildwood?
What are they making?
Right now they're making little fairy houses or forts. So we usually make big forts in the forest.
Come on, right over to my friend Ash.
What's going on here?
Well, John, I'm Steve Frobeater. I'm from the Hopkinton Trails Club. And we're here representing a gift that we're going to be giving the Library of Things next month, which is a child backpack so that families can get out with their small children and be on the trails. So we thought we would bring it, let them see how easy it's going to be to check it out from the Library of Things and use it for a day or a weekend and bring it back.
Cool. What else can the Trails Club do for kids?
Well, we do a monthly trails walk, and we always organize it to where kids and grandparents can keep up. So it's a stroll in the woods led by a leader. It's on Saturday or Sunday. Check our website for what our next Trails Walk will be, and come out and join us.
Well, we are the Hopkinton Area Land Trust. We manage many hundreds of acres of land in town. There's a map here that shows the open space in town that we manage. And the trails are a lot of fun. And we encourage everyone to get out there as much as possible. And another thing that's on our trails is geocaches. It's a kind of a treasure hunt where you use your phone to look up the coordinates of hidden caches, and the caches can be little tiny things like this, and you open it up and there's a little message inside, and you record that you've been there. And here we have some skulls. This is the pieces of a beaver skull, which we found, I don't know what killed it, lying on a trail. There's a deer skull.
Hi, I'm Amy Harris, and I work for Mass Audubon in the Metro West Hub. And I'm here with my spread of interesting things that people might see on the trails here in Hopkinton and around New England. So we have turkey parts and various types of frogs, which have been singing like crazy recently, different types of nests and how they're made, some with man-made material and other types of natural material. And the turtles, they're going to be laying eggs at the end of the month. So we have their eggs here and a turtle shell and snake skins and maps and all sorts of goodies.
So in Hopkinton, I know there's one sanctuary. Which one is that?
That is Wasika. It's a new sanctuary in our little nest of sanctuaries, and we have trail maps. It's there's only about a mile of trails, and I haven't been there myself yet, but there's a beautiful pond and places that you could go and observe a lot of this wildlife. And then all of our sanctuaries have courses where you could go and learn more about the things, and camps, and it's really a lot of fun if you come to Mass Audubon to learn about things.
Hi, my name is Brian Forrestall. I'm with the Blackstone Valley chapter of the New England Mountain Biking Association. And we're here trying to show kids how much fun it is to work and play in the woods. We have a mountain bike in the back, and if you were 13 or 14 years old, I think you'd have a blast on that. This is a small example of the type of bridges that we build to clear some of the water out there. This is one of my favorite tools called a rogue hoe. And this is a collage of the skills park that we built at West Hill Dam in Uxbridge. And we have a running screen show of just some bridges that we've built in different places.
So I usually think of mountain biking as adults on big monster bikes, all sorts of, but mountain biking is really for all ages, all skills, families.
It certainly is, yes. They have youth leagues in high school now that use the same trails that the adults are using, and the kids are much faster than the adults for the most part, but they're really loving it and they're eating it up. So it's really making a big comeback. From when I was a kid, that's all we did was ride bikes, but these kids are starting to do that now again, so it's really cool to see.
Hello, my name is Danny. I'm with the Sudbury Valley Trustees. Sudbury Valley Trustees, known as SVT, is a land trust, and our job is to protect land, but also help connect people with the land and make it usable for everybody, having trails that are well-groomed, well-kept. And even at our head office, we have a wonderful storybook trail for the younger ones that want to take a walk in the woods with their parents and read a story while they do it. That's SVT.
Are there SVT properties in Hopkinton?
Absolutely. Funny that you should ask. We have several, actually, of which I have some maps here. But the ones in green, or the darker green, are SVT properties in Hopkinton, already ready to use with wonderful trails. We cover the Assabet, Sudbury, and Concord River watershed. There are 36 communities, of which we have properties in 29 of them. So we're really spreading our wings more and more every year. And we need all the help we can get financially and otherwise. Currently, we have about 200 volunteers that do most of the work out in the field for us to help support the staff of 11. So it's a great organization. We need more membership. We need more people to come on down and check out our trails.
Hi, so we're at DCR. We work at Hopkinton State Park. It's a really important resource to everyone local and from far away as well. We've got 2 beaches, big picnic areas, a bunch of trails, and yeah, I'm very fortunate to be working my dream job. I get to work outdoors, and the best part of my day is when I get to interact with the public. It's a special place to a lot of people, and yeah, I'm happy that I have that resource to offer. So. All right, so we are hiring summer seasonal workers. So I have a couple flyers. You do have to be 18 or older to work here. But other than that, I've got a bunch of Smoky swag, a couple field guides, the all-important story of Smokey Bear comic, and yeah. That's what I got.
What properties does DCR have in Hopkinton?
So part of Hopkinton State Park is located in Hopkinton. The other half is in Ashland. We also have Whitehall State Park that we take care of too.
I'm Margaret Mighton, and I'm here with Friends of Whitehall with my friend Mary McManus. Friends of Whitehall is an organization that we protect the lake and the trails around Whitehall, and that's what we do.
Hi there, I'm Juanita Hansen from the Girl Scouts of Hopkinton, and I'm here to educate girls about the program and hopefully get some interest and join us.
All right, so I'm Andrea Comboy. I'm the children's librarian, and TCMC approached me because they wanted to get more families involved in the trails in town, and I said, well, we're a great place to get families involved. So we're very excited to highlight some of the resources that the library has in the collection, such as books, but also our library of things. We have a telescope and a birding kit, and now we're going to have a hiking backpack for little ones. So that's how we got involved with TCMC for this event, and we're so pleased with the turnout.
We are going to take a quick time out. A whole lot more ahead on HCAM News. Don't go anywhere. HCAM programming is supported by our viewers. Thank you. And by Phipps Insurance Agency, representing companies such as Mapfree Insurance. Their family-owned independent agency is deeply rooted in the communities they serve and offer time-tested insurance products to fit individual needs. Since 1950, Phipps Insurance specializes in home, auto, business, condo, and renters insurance. Welcome back to HCAM News. This past week was full of Hiller sports action. Here's a look at the latest Hiller sports report. Under a minute left to go now. Out in front, Bouvier puts it in. Icing on the cake for the Hillers. Hillers end up taking the game by a final of 14-7. Emily Hayward recorded 4 goals. Jamie Arena records a hat trick as the Hillers improve to 5-6 on the season. On Wednesday, May 10th, we had a trifecta of Hiller sports, starting with boys lacrosse versus Dover Sherborne. Hillers were red hot in the first half. Santa gets it over. And I know Coach Norton heavily respected by his team. Bodette gets it over, rushing in, there's a shot, it's in! Hiller strike first, John Sanda. Just below 9 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Hiller's looking for another score. Takes it, makes it! Logan Del Ponte rings it in. The majority of sports, there's still a couple of sports with the sectionals. And another score by the Hillers. Logan Del Ponte rips in his second goal of the day. And it's all Hillers here in this first quarter. That's up by Sanda. Now over to Bodette. Bodette gonna put on the moves. Rushing it, takes it, got it! Luke Bodette, the senior captain, strikes.
Hillers led Dover Sherborne 5-1 entering the second half.
Driving in, puts it in. Well-needed goal there for Dover Sherborne. Here comes the Hillers. Good feed out in front. O'Brien to Owen Kelly. And Owen Kelly pops it in. HCAM Hiller broadcast schedules, go to our website, HCAM.TV. And yet another goal, Owen Champlin. Champlin just saw the opening and took advantage. 7-2 Hillers. In net for Dover Sherborne. Here comes the Blue Raiders. Closing in, and Dover Sherborne gets a well-needed score. Michael Polk at 9 seconds left in the third quarter makes it 7-3. Quicker, trying to find that opening. Hillers have not made it easy. Closing in, and popping it in. Working through the defenders is Max Neat. A 7-4 game. Out in front, shot in. Sawyer Garzone, the junior, makes it a 2-point game. Blue Raiders trying to get themselves within one. Shot in. Wyatt Pastor makes it 7-6. Oh boy. Gets it out. There is a penalty flag on the field. That could make things interesting. And time will expire. The Hillers are going to hang on for the win over Dover Sherborne, 7-6.
The Hillers get a huge win over Dover Sherborne as they hold on to win 7-6. In the victory, Logan Del Ponte nets 2 goals. John Sanda, Luke Bodette, Sam O'Brien, Owen Kelly, and Owen Champlin each net a goal in the incredible Hillers win. Following a loss in Medfield on Thursday, the Hiller boys stand at 7-7 on the season and currently ranked 27th in the Division II bracket. The top 32 teams get an automatic bid to the playoffs, but the Hillers have 4 regular season games left. Right after boys lacrosse, Hiller baseball was in action versus Dover Sherborne. It was a 1-0 Hiller lead, but Dover Sherborne struck back in the top of the second.
And this is hit in the air, right side. That's going to get down. One run is in. Runner behind him held up, so the bases will remain loaded, and we are knotted up at 1 apiece. RBI single for Theo Allen. And loose for the Hillers, it's Matt Gahn. And this is hit in the air, drops into right field. Another run in. And it'll be a 2-1 game. Good throw in by Hellenbeck.
Dover Sherborne plates 5 runs, and that lead would hold heading into the bottom of the 6th.
Well, the Dover Sherborne bats making all kinds of noise. A lot of close games. And this is going to be hit towards center field, towards the fence. It's going to drop. Carrazza going to be waved around. Heading over to third is Scardino, and that is going to be an RBI triple. That was almost out of the ballpark. I thought John Ritz was going to have to get his baseball glove out for a moment. but landed just in front of the fence. An RBI triple for Scardino. It's a 5-2 game as Charlie Simula steps in. And this is hit in the air, right side, caught by the right fielder. Runner from third, gonna tag. They'll throw home. And they're gonna get him. What a great throw from Ben Schroeder over in right field. And they're able to catch Scardino trying to tag for the third out.
An incredible throw from right field from Dover Sherborne's Ben Schroeder to get Joe Scardino trying to add a run. Dover Sherborne would hang on to take the upset win, 5-2. Hillers followed up with a loss in Medfield on Thursday and currently stand at 9-5 on the season.
It's time to tell you about some happenings you should know about on Wednesday, May 17th, a boatload of Hiller sports. Right after this edition of HCAM News, stay tuned for baseball and softball against Norwood. And on Thursday, May 18th, we have baseball and softball against Holliston. For softball, it is the Strikeout Cancer game. Both games will take place at 4 p.m. As we mentioned, the Strikeout Cancer game, Hopkinton versus Holliston softball, Thursday at 4 p.m. You can catch the action live here on HCAM. Our picture of the week, great win for Hiller Girls Lacrosse as they topped Medway on May 8th, 14-7. Senior Jamie Arena earned her 100th career point. This picture courtesy of Hiller Athletics on Twitter. Upcoming town government meetings include on Monday, May 22nd at 7 p.m. We'll have the planning board meeting. On Tuesday, May 23rd, we'll have the select board meeting at 6 p.m. For all the information on upcoming town government meetings on HCAM, head over to hcam.tv/gov. And for more information about town government meetings, you can head over to the town website at hopkintonma.gov. Believe it or not, we are out of time for this edition of HCAM News, but don't worry, next week we'll be back Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. For everyone at HCAM, I'm Tom Nappy. As always, we thank you for watching. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.